Did you know that nearly 30% of Americans wait till the very last minute to prepare their taxes? Let's change that this year and tackle tax season with ease so you can pay off your student loans, save for your first home, a wedding, or retirement. In this video, you'll learn how to prepare for tax season in a stress-free way, ensuring you're ready well before the deadline. Let's dive in and take the stress out of tax season. Welcome to the Locum CPA podcast, where we help locum medical professionals save thousands in taxes each year and achieve their financial goals faster. My name is Stephen Lee. I'm a CPA based out of Chicago, Illinois. Happy New Year, everyone, as we enter 2025. Tax season can feel like a daunting task. Many people procrastinate, leaving them scrambling at the last minute to gather documents, figure out deductions, and meet the filing deadline. This rushed approach not only creates stress, but also can lead to errors and cost you time and money. Does that sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone, and there's a solution. The key to a stress-free tax season is all about organization. And here's how to get started. Number one is create a physical folder as well as a digital folder. Once again, start with a physical folder and a digital folder. Why do you need those? It's to gather all your tax documents, such as your W-2s, your 1099s, your receipts for deductions, and any other relevant financial information, like brokerage account statements. Creating a dedicated physical and digital folder will really help you streamline and get organized when all these documents start coming in towards mid to late January. Also, a lot of employers and brokerage firms and different places are sending you digital copies. So make sure to be checking your email, your inbox, as well as your spam folder diligently to make sure that you're not missing the notification that you've gotten your W-2 or your 1099s digitally, and save that to that digital folder labeled 2024 tax season, right? Or 2024 tax return. So make sure once again to have a physical as well as a digital folder ready before any of those documents come. One thing that I tell my clients, and I like to do, is actually have that folder next to the place where I sort my mail, my physical mail, to have that folder right next to that, whether it be a dining room table, an office, have that folder visible and ready so you can put those documents in there. That will also help you, for those that are using a CPA, to have that folder ready, because most likely your CPA is going to be sending you a tax organizer, whether digitally or physically, over the next few weeks. So make sure you have that there with your folder. And if you're a locums medical professional, you don't want to miss my top tips for saving up to $50,000 each year in taxes. I'll pin a link to the guide in the comment section below. The second is understanding your tax position. Are you eligible for the child tax credit, education credits? What deductions did you take for your business last year? Knowing what applies to you can make a big difference in your tax return. So what I recommend is to review your prior year tax return, as well as for both the personal and the business side. So reviewing it will help you know what credits you are eligible for, what deductions you took. And I have the following 6 steps to really help you identify and review that tax return. So let's take a look at what you need to review of your prior year tax returns to really help you to be organized and ready. Step 1 is to confirm your filing status. Did you file single, married filing jointly, head of household, married filing separately? What did you file last year, and did that change in 2024? You want to make sure you know what's going on and what your filing status is going to be. Because if you got married during 2024, remember your marital filing status is determined on the last day of the calendar year, which is December 31st. So it applies if you're married or a divorce is finalized, or even whatever that might be. The last day of the calendar year, December 31st, 2024, is going to determine your filing status. So make sure you know what that is going into tax season. Step 2 is to verify your personal information, including social security numbers for you and your dependents. Did you have a new child? Make sure you have their new social security number ready for when you file your tax return so you don't miss out on valuable tax credits like the child tax credit for 2024. Step 3 is to organize all your income-related W-2s, 1099s, and investment income. Remember, as a locum professional, you probably have a mix of W-2 income as well as 1099 from your locum project. make sure you have all of that stuff ready in that physical and digital folder that I mentioned before, but also review your prior year S Corp return, your LLC return, your sole proprietor return, as well as your personal return to see what types of income you had, as well as deductions, business and personal. Did you itemize? Did you take the standard deduction? Make sure you know what your tax status is and what did you do last year, because there's a lot of overlap between year over year, right? What credits you're eligible for, what deductions you need to make sure you're taking not only last year, but also this year. So make sure you're reviewing that. Step 3 is probably the most vital out of all of these steps, is to know all the income sources. And then it leads right to step 4 is also know all your deductions that you're eligible for from the prior year. So once again, reviewing your business return and your personal return on the Schedule A itemized. Did you own a home? Do you pay mortgage? Do you pay property taxes? Did you make significant charitable contributions? These are all relevant and vital to make sure we report everything, to make sure to maximize your tax deductions for 2024. Step 5 is choose your filing method. There's really basically 2. There's do it yourself or hire a tax professional like a CPA. Make sure you're making that decision early so you know what to do and when to give these documents to that professional, right? As a CPA who's been practicing for over 20 years now, I will tell you this, the clients that bring in their documents early, let's say February, March, for the April deadline for their individual, they get their returns and their refunds much faster. So really getting organized and ready will really benefit you in the long run. Also, step 6 is remember to file early to avoid the rush. And once again, receive your refunds quickly. So steps 5 and 6, choosing how you're going to file as well as getting everything early, really go hand in hand. And once again, the point of this video and really the recommendations I'm giving is to really help this tax season really be stress-free or even less stressful than previous years. So make sure to get organized, know your tax situation, and choose how you're going to file your 2024 taxes. A few important deadlines, filing deadlines, I'm going to go over now. The business filing deadline for S Corp and partnership returns, that's many of you locum professionals, is Monday, March 17th, 2025. Once again, your S Corp return and your partnership return for those of you who are in a multi-member LLC is Monday, March 17th, 2025. The personal tax filing deadline this year is going to be Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. Once again, the personal filing deadline this year is going to be Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. This is also the deadline for sole proprietorships and single member LLCs that did not file S Corp status. You have a little bit more time if you're a sole proprietor or a single member LLC/PLLC that did not make an S selection. You have till April 15th, 2025. Remember, to recap, preparing for tax season doesn't have to be stressful. Start by gathering all your documents once again. Remember, have that physical folder as well as digital folder ready to put in any mail or any documents you receive over the next couple weeks. And then also knowing how is it that you're going to file this year? Are you going to do it yourself or are you going to hire a CPA? And lastly, knowing your tax status. Knowing your tax situation is going to be vital to know what to look out for in terms of documents, as well as what deductions and credits are you eligible for based on your prior year tax return. So if you do all those things, you'll be ready and you'll be able to file with confidence and peace of mind. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to hit the notification bell for more financial advice and tax tips to help you accelerate your financial goals as a locum medical professional. See you next time, and I wish you a wonderful 2025. Bye.